Happy New Year! Yeah, I know. It's February. I've been gone. I've been gone. I've been gone for quite some time, but I'm back now and I'm here to talk. I'm ready to talk. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. We're back in action. All right, y'all. So, hello, my name is Keldrika. I'm a holistic psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and an intuitive guide. I have been MIA, but I'm back for the year. I took a little break for the holidays and I said, you know what? My client just canceled a session with me, so I have a few minutes to talk. I have a few minutes to talk. And today, what I want to talk about is creating your own ecosystem, creating your own universe. And this was inspired by me going to, wait a minute, wait for it, y'all. A terrarium class and building my own terrarium. Y'all know I love nature. So when I was building, look, my giraffe fell over. So when I was in this class building my own terrarium, I said, you know what? This would be a great lesson. This would be a great lesson for me to teach on building your own ecosystem. Because just like this, we're building our life the same way. What's the difference? So a lot of times for me, I feel like I get a lot of lessons in nature and I get a lot of downloads. And in many cases, nature replicates life. It's the same thing. So why not learn from everything that you're doing because you are everything and everything is you. So I said, you know what? I'm going to learn about me while I'm here then. If I don't do nothing else, I'm going to learn about me. And I want you to start doing the same thing. Start learning about yourself wherever you go because you are a reflection of everyone and everything around you. Understand that what we're talking about here is nature, but also realize that you, God, the God in you, is an omnipresent being. And if that's the case, if God is in everything, then can't you see yourself in everything as well if you are God? If the God is within you? So I saw myself this day in a terrarium, and I want to show you yourself in a terrarium too, and show you how you can build your own ecosystem. Using this as an analogy, okay? Yeah, I know I get excited when I talk about nature. So if I'm talking too fast or if I'm just laughing, it's because me and nature, we're locked in. Okay? Even though I love nature, I've never planted any plants before. I've never owned a garden. I'm not a nature expert, but I was invited out to create a terrarium by the nature experts. So they were going to teach me their skills. So whenever I got there, they questioned everyone and they asked everyone, what's your background with nature? What's your background with plants? And can you just kind of share this information or knowledge within amongst the group? So I had the least amount of experience there. Everyone else came from families with, farms or gardens or this and that and that and that and this. And I was like, oh, I just have a connection with nature, just spirit. just and it was like, okay, so it just happened all of a sudden. I said, yeah, nature talks to me, I talk back. I'm just connected to spirit like that. And they were just like, okay, well, we get it. Anyway, so I was looking around and said, you know what, maybe I signed up for this class a little bit ill prepared because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to even build this. And everyone around me has experience in nature. But see, for me, I don't like to compare myself. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to just wait for inspiration. I'm just going to wait for an inspired action. And then I'll go ahead and just do it. So everyone else was kind of like getting on their phone and looking at Pinterest boards and looking at Google. And I was like, let me just sit here and just see what speaks to me. And sooner or later, it'll come. That's how I approach life too. Whenever you feel like, you're at a space and you don't know what to do next and you're looking around you and everybody else is moving and everyone else has experience and everyone else has this knowledge and everyone else appears to be experts and everyone else appears to be millionaires, sometimes you just have to sit and wait for your inspired action to come to you. That's exactly what I did. I was like, okay, I'm just here. I'm ready to receive. I'm here. I'm ready to have a good time. I'm ready to receive. And before you know it, an image came to mind, and I started thinking about this tribe that's in Africa. I cannot think about this tribe right now. I don't know why it's not coming to me, but Beyonce also showed this tribe, and they'll never take my power when they were fighting, and it was like the African tribe that was in like the dust color, like dust rust color. It was that I had that image in my mind of them just fighting, and they'll never take my power. And I was like, okay, I like that color. So I found a rock. I looked up and I found a rock that was the same color, the rust color. And I said, okay, we'll go from there. We'll go from there. And I know that's a long story, a lot of context that I'm giving you with this story of how I'm building the terrarium, but also realize that life works the same way. Life works the same way because when you're still, when you're present in the moment, instead of comparing yourself to everyone else, you need to sit and wait for inspired action. Wait for your excitement to come to you. Wait for your intuition to speak to you. Wait for your body to speak to you. Wait for that download to come. Wait for that next idea or the image that populates in your brain at that moment. And maybe you can connect that image to the very thing that you need the solution for. And when people say, I'm receiving a download, I'm receiving inspiration, that is how it works, y'all. It's not going to be just a letter that's going to be secretly mailed to you and you're going to open it up and it's going to tell you what to do. No, you're going to constantly get downloads and symbols and synchronicities that's going to let you know what to do next. And in that very moment, I knew how to create this terrarium based off an image, off a video that I really liked. And I said, okay, we're going to go with that inspiration. So just like an artist is inspired, just like a gardener is inspired, you as a person, as a human, is also inspired every single day to create more life. Your life, in fact. This is how you receive your inspiration. So I said, okay, let's go with that. So once I had that image in my mind, I said, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do now. I didn't have to look to my left. I didn't have to look to my right. All I was looking was straight ahead, and I was picking up everything like I just been there for 5, 10 years. And they were just like, "You're just quiet, just doing your own thing." Yeah, because I have this image in my head, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put it into action now. And that is how you're supposed to do life, y'all. When you have that inspired action, whenever you have that motivation, whenever you have that thing that just gets you going, stay there for as long as you can. Stay there for as long as you can and act upon your highest excitement. Because that's the thing that you have in this very moment that's motivating you, that's inspiring you. Stay there for as long as you can. Stay in flow. Stay in flow and see what you can come up with. Stay in flow and see what you can create because what I created was beautiful in the end. And everybody was like, oh, girl, I love this. I love this. Yeah, I love yours too. But yeah, I get it. I get it now. And so before even signing up for that class, I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what I was doing. But I felt like, I trust myself enough to know that when I get there, I'll figure it out. And a lot of times in life, you don't know where you're going. You don't know what you're doing. But just trust yourself enough to know that when I get there, I have enough confidence to know that as long as I open myself up, then I'll receive an inspired solution, an inspired idea, something that I can create, maybe a download. I trust myself. I trust Source. I trust God. I trust Spirit, whatever you want to use. I trust it enough to have enough confidence to walk into something empty handed, knowing that I'll get whatever I need when I'm there. It's trust. So I just kept building and building and building and adding more rocks and adding more I added some moss in here and I added some flowers and I just started creating. I added a little giraffe. I even had a zebra in here, but I took it out. I said, no, I don't want no zebra. Let me take it out. So I just kept the giraffe in here. And that's another thing too. When you're creating your own ecosystem, when you're creating your own life, it's up to you to choose what you want to put in it and what you want to take out of it. Because at any point when you're creating your own universe, your own ecosystem, because remember that you are the artist, you are the creator of your own reality. This is your reality that you're creating. We all start blank. This was empty when I went to the class. It was nothing in here. They didn't have a blueprint. They didn't say, oh, here is a picture of everything. No, we're all given this empty glass jar, and it's up to us to build it up and to alter our own reality, to create our own reality. So again, I had a little zebra in here, and I said, you know what? I don't want that. Let me take it out. And just like if I wanted to take this out, I can take it out. You could do the same thing with your life. How about that? Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know? Oh, you don't like that you're, let's say, a smoker. You can stop smoking. Oh, what? You can take that out. Yes, you can take that out. Oh, I don't like that person that's treating me bad or disrespecting me. Oh, I don't have to communicate with that person anymore. No. Newsflash, you don't. You can create your own terrarium. You create your own ecosystem and you get to decide who's in it and who's not in it and what's in it and what's not in it. Because whatever you put in here is going to affect the growth. It's going to affect the growth. So we also got to choose from a closed terrarium and an open terrarium. Of course, I have a closed terrarium because you see a lid, but it depends on whichever one that you have, how much work you have to do. So when you have an open terrarium, you'll have to water it more frequently than you have a closed terrarium. But we got to choose which one we wanted. So you get a choice in this world. You do. You do. I hate to break it to you. You get a choice of how you're going to build your ecosystem. Now, what if I built this entire system? I built this entire terrarium and I got to the end and I got finished with it. And I was like, you know what? I just don't like it. I just don't like it anymore. I don't like it. Guess what I have a choice to do? I can pour everything out and start all over again. That's the beauty of a terrarium. And that's the beauty of your life too. And she actually made that announcement. She said, you know what? If you get to the end and you don't like it, start over. There's more. There's more material for everyone to go around. Life is the same way. If you don't like your life, if you don't like where you're at right now, you don't like how you look, you don't like how you talk, you don't like how you present yourself, you don't like your job, you don't like your man, you don't like blah, 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 blah. Guess what you could do? You could start all over again because there's more. There's an abundance of things and people and desires and wishes and everything that you want. There's an abundance of it. You can always start over and create a new ecosystem. Because what if I would have chose an open ecosystem? Sorry, what if I would have chose an open terrarium and for some reason it just wouldn't work in this condition right now because I don't have a lot of sunlight in here? Then what? Then maybe I'll go back, start over, and get a closed one. Now I learned my lesson. Now I learned my lesson. But how would I know what will make sense for my terrarium? Or how would I know how it's going to look if I don't start putting things in here? What if I just got to the class and I was scared? You said, you know what? And said, you know what? I'm just going to leave my jar empty. I'm just going to leave it empty because I'm just so afraid. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to put in it because my mama put this in hers and my daddy put this in theirs. And I heard about that girl on the news who said if you put a giraffe in your ecosystem, then you're going to get liver failure. What if I would have did that? Like, no. No. Create your ecosystem. Personalize your life just how you want it. Just how you want it. And if you have things in your ecosystem that's preventing the other things to grow around it, take it out. If you build up your ecosystem and you said, you know what, I thought I would like this, but actually, I don't want that, start over. If you get an open terrarium and you feel like, oh, it won't even survive in this condition, get another one. Y'all, it's an abundance. And I'm not saying this to make it seem like you can easily throw away people, you can easily remove people from out of your life. But if they're causing you to be stuck, be stagnant, not grow, and they're causing a negative effect in your life, nobody created it but you. It's your jar. It's literally your jar to customize and build your own ecosystem. You're doing it. I said all that to say, remember that you have authority over your life. Remember that you are the creator of your own reality or ecosystem. And remember, at any point, you can always change your mind. So I just want to show y'all one more time my terrarium. My giraffe is a little bit knocked over right now, but actually, let me do it right. If you're going to do something, do it right. Just showing you to know so you can know that you can build this. You can build this same thing, but you can build it inside of here. You can build it inside of you. You can create your own ecosystem, which is your own universe from you because you are the creator of your own reality. Again, my name is Kadrika. I'm a holistic psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and an intuitive guide.